Hey folks, welcome back to Polarbyte, your front line for crypto with that unfiltered Canadian bite, where we call out the global gotchas and arm you with the north side smarts to stack smarter, not harder. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button now. It's your ticket to dodging the next bandwave and catching the plays that matter. Quick icebreaker, drop a comment telling me where you're tuning in from, right in the GTA or out in the Rockies. Imagine logging into your exchange for a quick trade, only to find a $177 million fine staring back, or Bitcoin dipping below 100K while gold soars. What if that's the last cheap entry before the moon? The suspense is killing the market, but today we're ripping it open. Bitcoin's teetering on a cliff, a record-breaking fine shakes Canada's crypto scene, stocks are plunging on AI fizzle, and tariff relief whispers trade war twists. If this has you on edge, smash that like button to keep the algorithm loving us. But real talk, this is my rundown on the regs and fallout, not financial advice, so DYOR heavy. Loop in a compliance pro if you're deep in, and only play with what won't cramp your cabin trip, eh? Let's crack it open, starting with the market that's got the tension dialed up. Quick market pulse to set the stage. The global crypto cap's sitting at $3.74 trillion, up 0.8% in the last 24 hours with 236 billion volume. Bitcoin's leading at 57.6% dominance, around $107,911 with a 0.4% nudge. Ethereum steady at 12.3% and $3,833, up 1.4%, while trending gainers like Chainopera AI ripping 28.7% to $9.17, Mantle climbing 6.3% to $1.62, and Aster up 8.9% to $1.00 are stealing the spotlight, with Polkadot ecosystem and XRP leading the charge amid the uncertainty. It's that mix of blue chip ballast and alt fireworks that's fueling the volume, but for us Canucks, it's a reminder to stack compliant. More on that soon, as airdrops like this add that extra juice without the border blues. The Bitcoin dump that's got hearts racing. BTC sliding to $108,800 after a 2% Wall Street open dip, with the bounce from Friday's leverage flush fizzling fast, leaving bulls pinned below 114K resistance. It's Groundhog Day in crypto. Prices pulling back hard while gold notches new records at $4,300, up 2%, silver ripping 3.6%, leaving BTC in the dust, and that correlation spiking above 0.85 per QCP capital as flows chase traditional safe havens. What's the villain? Tightening liquidity's the silent killer. The SOFR-EFR spread jumped to 19 from 0.2 in a week, the highest since December 2024, signaling expensive borrowing even for treasury-backed loans. And banks tapped $6.75 billion from the Fed's SRF Wednesday, the biggest since the pandemic. This funding stress is capping risk appetite, flushing $20 billion in positions last week and sparking hopes for central bank relief. But if it drags, that 102K low from BINANCE could return, a 19% gut punch that tests the bull's spine. Traders like Roman are calling a failed reversal on the 4-hour chart, warning of wick fills down to 102K, invalidating the setup, while Crypto Tony eyes 110,500 as the line in the sand. And Ted Pillows says hold above 102K monthly or it's concern city. Suspense is thick, folks, with whales watching like hawks. But if liquidity eases, we're coiling for a vicious snapback to 114K or higher. Adding to the drama, crypto stocks are plunging like a house of cards. Galaxy down 15%, erasing earnings gains. Miners like Bitfarms, Cypher, Hut8 tumbling 10 to 15%, and the CoinShares WGMI ETF sinking 7% as a sector proxy. Beckett's down 7.5% after its 300% surge, Strategy slipping 4% to below $290, and names like Coinbase, Robinhood, Bullish dipping 5 to 6% amid the risk-off wave. The culprit? AI trade cooling as Nasdaq drops 1% with chipmakers hard hit and momentum names taking a beating. Miners multi-month nally on data center deals fizzling, combined market cap sliding from $95 billion to $82 billion per Farside. Suspense built. Is this the end of the AI pivot or just a shakeout before the rebound? For us in Canada, it's a reminder to stay compliant. Our TSX ETFs like Purpose are weathering it better, but if US vol spills, watch for inflows dipping. But the real shocker hitting home. Cryptomus slapped with a record $177 million fine by FinTrack, the biggest ever, for for failing to flag over 1,000 suspicious trades tied to child abuse, material, fraud, ransomware, and sanctions evasion, plus ignoring 7,557 Iran-linked transactions and 1,518 large virtual currency moves over 10K bucks. As Celltalks Enterprises, ex-Certa Payments, they bombed on policies, monitoring, and KYC, violating the Proceeds of Crime Act. Fintrack's on a tear with 23 notices this year, totaling 25 million, topping last year's 20 million KuCoin hit. Suspense ramps. This BC firm's BC securities ban in May was the warning shot, but what if your exchange is next? For Canadian crypto, it's a wake-up. CRA and Fintrack are tightening, so report those T1135 foreign holds or face 2,500 fines and keep records 6 years to avoid reassessments on gains. Shifting gears to the tariff twist that's got trade war vibes building. Canada is offering relief on some US and China steel and aluminum products, easing duties to keep supply chains humming amid global tensions. It's a smart play for our industries, but here's the suspense. It's a direct counter to Trump's tariff tantrums, that wall-building bluster Canadians can't stand, with his 25% threats risking our exports and spiking prices. If he ramps up, what if our crypto flows get caught in the crossfire? For us, it's a green light to diversify. Stablecoins like USDC and TFSAs for that hedge without the Forex fear. There you have it, Polarbyte fam. The dumps got BTC on the ropes, stocks plunging, a record fine shaking exchanges, and tariff relief dodging Trump's chaos. But is the suspense just a setup for the rebound? If this kept you hooked, smash subscribe for more Canada sharp breakdowns like our next stablecoin surge. Drop a like if you're dodging the dip. Comment your biggest worry on the Cryptomus find below. And yeah, where are you from? Stay vigilant, stay bite-fueled. Catch you next.